Hey there, who's around? Hi. Happy Monday. Who wants to come out and play for Mystic Monday? Hey Liv, how are you? Hi Ash. Hey Alyssa. Ashley. Yellow Wolf. Hey Diana. Shaz, how you doing? Cassandra. Jen. Jen, I have to see if Lucy comes on tonight. Yellow Wolf, if Lucy's going to come on tonight, I'm going to see if I can get him to get on and sing that other song. But I know he's not going to be in drag, I don't think. Actually, he might be getting ready for his show, I think, isn't he? Perfect. Oh, today it won't matter if you run around naked. I forgot. It's kind of warm in Cali, too. Madison, Jacqueline. Hey, Jacqueline. I know, wasn't it? Lucy sang last night, everybody, and Mossy and Yellow Wolf and I were there to witness the greatness of Lucille L. Ball. Right? I've been telling her that. I tell her not to be so chicken shit. You guys have to learn not to be so chicken shit for real. I just can't get myself like together today. Today's been a rough day. It's been a rough night. It was another rough day today. We're having some energy shifts here. Let's just put it that way. And not by my own doing, by other people's idiotness. Land. Hey there. Hi Carmine. How are you? Hey Mags. They'll fix it. Did you go, let me ask you a question on your AC unit. Did you go out and try to reset the, what is it called? The fuse box? Usually AC units have their own fuse box. Sometimes they overheat or they trip. You can actually go and reset your fuse box. And doesn't your other half know how to do this crap too? Just out of curiosity. Hey Kinsey, how are you? Yep, I got it. I figured it out. It took me a second, but yeah. I used to have to fix the one in Jersey all the time. It was so funny. I did two very stupid things. I was at a friend's house today, and I just wanted chocolate and peanut butter, and I thought it was going to be slick, right? There was a little peanut butter left. I'm just waiting for people to jump on, so we're just going to bullshit a minute. And there's some chocolate chips, and I said, you know what, I just want some peanut butter and chocolate. I just needed to bring a little happy in my life, and chocolate chips and peanut butter seemed good. I'm like, you know what, I'm just such a smart cookie. I took the top off. I'm like, this isn't going to blow up. And no, I didn't blow anything up. So I'm at my friend's house and put the chocolate chips into a little bit of peanut butter, and of course I had my sprouted Ezekiel bread that I was toasting, and I'm looking at it. And I'm looking at the label, I'm thinking, I wonder if that, you know, because it looked a little bit metallic. I'm thinking, is that a metallic label? And I go, I said, why not? I'm going to try. But I stood right there, so I didn't screw anything up. And I put it on like 45 seconds because I wanted the chocolate to melt with the peanut butter. Because I just needed something just yummy, and, you know, sometimes comfort food, I needed comfort food today. So it was so funny. All of a sudden you get that, and I'm like, shit, opened it up really quick. Hey, Lorraine. And I was like, shit, I guess that thing is metallic. And at this point, I'm on a mission because I want melted chocolate chips in the peanut butter, and I don't want to have to do any work. So I took off the label, which was work, and scrubbed aside. And I achieved my mission, but I was like, wow, I could have just blown up this microwave today, but I didn't do it. It was no, I didn't. I was very smart about it. My friend would have been very upset with me, though. Hey, every once in a while I have those moments. But it was so worth it. It was just so worth it. Okay, who are we going to play with? Tambourine, you should be getting your necklaces within the next couple of days, sweetheart. Okay, so I got you. Parker said he was going to be messaging you. I know he sent you a hey. I'm like, really? He's like, well, he knows who I am. I said, no. So I don't know if he messaged you any further. So, but yeah, okay. Moonstone. That is a moonstone. This is a Sanskrit goddess ring. And then you know my stars and moons with sapphire and diamonds. You know what, Heath? I'll work with you first just because that happened to you. I am so, you know, I'm not going to say, because sorry doesn't really help. I've experienced so much death in my life, and I'm not going to have you tell me back it's okay. Because for you, it's a rough thing. You know, for the people that pass on, guess what? They're okay. Your dad's okay. And you're having a little bit of a problem because you're not really feeling your dad right now, are you? And you were hoping you were going to? Is what I'm getting? And you have to answer with me for this because I cannot, this is like an interactive thing that has to happen here. You're not going to feel him, baby. You're not going to feel him. Okay? And I know you want to, but your dad was a very specific type person, wasn't he? I want you to think about your dad and how he lived his life. And what was one of the main things he told you? Because you have to recall that to understand what I'm going to tell you. You realize your dad wasn't done living yet, right? Had a whole lot of life left in his spirit. It's not a what is done kind of guy. He was a living kind of guy. And that's why he has such a hard time, because they're a very specific type of energy. And it's very hard when you lose that type of energy and you can't draw on it. And he wasn't done yet. But he was somebody who would get up and keep on going, wasn't he? And not much kept your dad down. And I know there's a delay, guys, but there's a reason why I'm delaying. Because when you go through something like this, it's a process. And this is so fresh to her. So what I say is maybe not something she wants to hear, but it's not a bad thing. Let me put it to you that way. Hey, Joe. And I know it's so hard for you. And the thing is this, is you can talk to your father's spiritual energy. But helping others, exactly. He lived his life. Okay, and thank you. Now we're getting somewhere. You have to respond to me. What is the biggest thing your father taught you? Something that was so very important to him about life? He used to say something to you. And you have to remember this, because you have to be able, sometimes guys, you have to remember things so you can feel them. And once you feel them, you'll know and you'll understand. And the funniest thing is your father, what I'm getting with your father, to live to the fullest every single day. You don't wait. You don't waste a minute. And when I get into your father, it's like almost the energy when you started talking and I got his energy. Now, the biggest thing, to be kind to everyone, which we all know, do no harm. But live your life to your fullest. Don't waste a day. He was not one to waste a day. He was one that would just get up and keep going. If he got knocked down, it didn't matter. He kept moving. Was a fighter. And the thing is, and this is a direct message I have from him for you, because guess what? It's actually really cool you came on and I saw you, because you would have missed the boat on this one. Okay? Hey, Lucy, I got something for you. Are you in drag, Luce? I'm just asking the question. Every day he fought. He thought you were good. He had a lot of pride with you. So it's like we actually caught him. So let me put it to you this way. We caught him before he came back. Okay? Your dad is not one that's hanging out. He likes to live. Okay? He's not angry. You don't need to be in drag. I'm still going to make you sing. He's not angry, and we're going to bring a little happy. Because some people are sad right now and hurting and not understanding things, and they need a little bit of happy right now. So you're going to help bring the happy. And he was getting ready to come back, and it's like almost like we caught him before he was on his way out. So you have the opportunity where you're going to be able to speak to him, and it's not that you're going to be able to hear him. Okay, what you're going to be able to do is you're going to be able to feel his energy. Well, hurry up and eat your dinner, and go get that Ursula song and sing the whole damn thing. So the thing is the way, so you're going to feel him. So it's going to feel like a blanket. It's going to feel like a warm hug when you feel his presence come into you. And you're going to have a window. He says you're going to have a short window to be able to really open up enough and go over the pain that you're dealing with, which can cause block and the anger. That you can allow yourself really to settle into him and who he was. And you don't need any answers from him, because he says you already have the answers that you need and you're good. That you're going to be fine. That was the biggest message he has for you. And the other thing is he's saying, I gotta go. I can't stay, but you don't need me to stay. You're okay. You're strong enough. And I guess it's very important, evidently, for you to know that you're strong enough that you can do this. That you've always been strong enough. And that now is your opportunity to truly be strong. So in a way, he feels that in a way that he's with you, that he's given you what you needed. But he's coming back over. He's jumping right back in. In fact, there's a good shot you're going to recognize. A lot of times when people jump right back in, within our lifetimes, we are blessed enough that we get to recognize them. And the two ways you will recognize your father is through his hug and through the look. When he gets a little look in his eyes. So you will be able to feel him. And then you may be able to hear him, but it's the sense of him. So he's really basically, best way, so cliche, but best way I could explain it. The way you're going to feel your dad without Whoopi Goldberg in the picture, okay? Remember Ghost at the end when he was saying goodbye to, goodbye to his wife? And then she could feel him. She knew he was there. That whole feeling enveloped. So you're going to have a light and a tingling and that type of thing. And you're going to be able to feel that warmth. And it's going to be warmth and comfort. And you're going to know that it's him. Okay? And you're going to be able to ask a question. Ask the questions you need to. There's only going to be a couple. And he'll give you the answers you need in a knowing. Okay? And then allow that settle in. And then make sure you say, I'm going to be okay. I love you, Dad. It's okay. Because the funniest thing is he really thought everything was good, and he was just jumping right back in. Because you got to remember, it caught by surprise. This was not supposed to happen. Caught him by surprise. So he's like, I'm not done. I'm coming back. So sometimes when you do that, you don't necessarily think, hey, Mossy. You don't think. You just kind of do. But it's because he knew you were good. So that's a good thing. So you kind of caught him on his way back over again. So that's actually really cool where we got to caught him, because when you came on, I could feel his energy, and what I was saying to you was coming directly from him. So you are strong enough. You're going to be okay. Now's your time to show that strength, that you're going to have a couple days. I'm saying you got 3 days, baby. I'm saying you got 3 days, and he's going to start the process of coming back, which is going to take a little while, but he's going to find his way. And he's not coming back as an animal, peoples. He's coming back as a person. And then you'll most likely recognize him. But he's okay. He really is. And he's just not one to stay down, and he really loves living. And the thing is the direct message that I get for you is this is your time for you to really come to terms with it, because you have to, because it's going to hurt. And me saying that is not going to make you feel any damn better. It's going to make you feel better the message he had for you and that he loved you. It's going to make you feel better that he said you're strong enough. It's time for you to stand on your own 2 feet. Remember what I said to you was be kind to people and live life to your fullest. And that's basically the job he's giving you, the task at hand. Be my dog, rise up. Stand in my stead. Continue doing my work, but do it greater, kind of thing. Don't short yourself in your life. That you're supposed to really, you've had some things evidently that lately have held you back, and you haven't been doing some things that you necessarily should, have made quite a few excuses. So you're supposed to stop making excuses. You're supposed to turn around and rise up. There's like break free and almost regain the vibrance of your youth again. Like kind of rise up and regain that energy and that path in that direction. Become your own sovereign. Stop worrying about, following others, because you can follow yourself, but you're smart enough to do it. You know where you want to go. Now's the time to go, because you have to remember, you have to live when he cannot. That's our job when we lose somebody, is to live stronger and live brighter and more vibrant and do more, because you're not only doing for yourself, but you're a direct representation of him. So you're doing for him as well. And then you're just supposed to keep on seeking wisdom. You're not late, because I started late, because I had to find a place to do it here. But that's the biggest message. So seek the wisdom that you need. It's all about growth for you and living your life. So follow your passion and stop making excuses. And that's another message that you're getting from him directly. He is with you, but he wants to come back. So you have a couple of days to feel him, chit chat with him, say, it's okay, Dad, come on back. I'll be good. I'm here waiting for you. And you'll recognize, which is a great thing. You'll recognize when the time comes, but you're going to be okay. And we are all here for you. And it's, death is never easy. It's harder for us than it is for the people that cross over. And, he wasn't waiting. He just wasn't waiting to come back. He had no interest in dying, didn't want to die. He still has work to do, and he's going to continue his work. But right now, until he gets to the point where he can come back and possibly join you. My nose is itching because of my hair. Keep doing what he was doing, but do it better. Okay, I hope that did help you. But you're going to be okay. You're strong enough. And I really do hesitate, because it's a very, it's a very touchy subject when it first happens. But I lost my father very young. I lost my mother extremely young. I lost a sister who was killed in a drunk driving accident. I lost a brother, a husband who passed away, had 2 miscarriages very far into my pregnancies, and a couple of best friends. So I understand. Unfortunately, it's just part of the cycle. But it helps to know that they're out there, and to keep moving and keep realizing that it's so much more than just here. Here is just a whisper. Okay, so where's Lucy? We're going to bring a little happy really quick. I'm going to give you guys a treat just because I'm on a mission. Did you know I have a vaudeville style entertainer who is an absolute queen on here? Every night is good to sing and dance. Plus you could bring the happy, and I'm so proud of you. And you don't have to do it in drag. Although you were absolutely fabulous in drag, by the way. Come on. Mossy got to hear, I got to hear, Brooke got to hear, Yellow Wolf got to hear. Nobody else got to. And I think Kinsey gave you a ride home last time, and I bet you guys didn't have a sing and dance party in the car from the show. But Luce is an absolute queen. Absolute queen. Look at this. Very fabulous. Let me tell you something. Yellow Wolf is in music too. He knows. Luce, will you sing? You have to follow Lucy. Lucy's headed for greatness. I drives my kids nuts too, because my kids are all entertainers when I try to get to them sing on demand. They're like, we're not doing it on demand. But I'm so excited for you, and the only way that you're going to keep on doing it is if you just keep doing it and doing it and do it. Plus, we need the happy. Theory, yes, look, Theory's on here. And we need a little bit of happy today. I'm having a rough couple days. Let me tell you, I'm having a rough couple days. And you made me, Lucy, let me tell you something. Yesterday I got some bad news for me. And when Lucy got up and sang, hey Theory, it just brought so much joy to me and such a smile to my face. And that's what everybody who's entertainers and singers and musicians and what you do, that's what you do for people, is you bring the happy. Even in the worst of times, you can bring the happy. And we have somebody who just lost their dad on here tonight. Look at all like the guilt I'm throwing in on you. But I want to keep going with this. So are you going to sing for me, Lucy, or no? And I called you out in front of all these people. I wish you were in drag. Just because of the fact that we're going to do a contest with Lucy too, because he's developing a website. And I need some website artists that I know that are on here. And we're going to have a little bit of a contest for you guys to not only promote what you guys do and your talent, but find somebody that's going to be able to work with Lucy and turn his dream into a reality. Oh, it was amazing. It was so funny when I heard Ursula. I was like, oh my God, no, because you gotta have lungs to sing her. You have to have depth and soul to do Ursula. You do, plain and simple. And this queen had soul and had depth and was fearless once she got singing. So the stuff on chicken shit and stuff, I don't believe it for a second. Don't believe it for a second. So are you gonna sing or what? People are gonna go like, what's going on? Are you gonna sing? You know what you can do? Because I know you are. I know like you're gonna you're gonna be saying look horrible, which you never do. You could do like Robin Williams did in Mrs. Doubtfire. If you have a pie or anything like that, you can go put on the cream pie on your face. Just a little giggle. That actually would really crack me up. If that wouldn't be straight comedy. Hey Mama. And Mama needs a little bit of happy too. Skonberg says sing. Now this is also us doing work on Mystic Monday, because when I work with you, remember you're a direct reflection of me, and she has a certain path she needs to follow and go down. Right, Brooke? Would that not be the best? That would be really good for a show too, just so you know. I do have brilliance every once in a while. So I'm going to call you out and things, and I'm going to challenge you to make sure that you're getting where you're supposed to be going. Like I also have somebody else on here that's supposed to be building a couple of really cool apps. So hopefully Joe is doing that. Yeah, I love Robin Williams. He was absolutely one of my favorite. Is he going to answer me? Are you singing, Luce? That would be great, though. Oh, and I have to give you a warning, Lucy, too. Are you on here? Hey, Tifon. The person you did that live with last night, Luce, look at you being the perfect manager, Yellow Wolf. Is he on here? He's, oh my God, I can't tonight. I'm not in a, are you really? Well, then maybe I shouldn't give you that little bit of information that I have for you. That is so unfair. I was not. Let me tell you something. There's a good shot, just so you know, I may not have a place to stay in 2 weeks because there's some things that might be going on and people might be going back to their normal money state of mind. And the fact we're going into summer season, so this happy chick might be sleeping in a car. But I'm working on that, so, you know. But I came on because I love you guys so much. Look at you, Yellow Wolf. Okay. Lucy, that person, I am baiting you. I'm guilting. Just because I'm so proud. And her voice was so brilliant. You know, when you see talent and people don't recognize their own talent or have faith in it, that's the one thing that can hold you back from what I call greatness. So, I don't ever want you to hold yourself back. And then I'm going to explain something else that happened today. So, Luce, that I stayed on the live last night for you. And I was so glad that you sang. But it was very hard for me because the person that you did your live with had very bad energy on them last night. And it just radiated. Like, it was very hard for me to stay on that live. Okay. Let you get your breath. Okay. I'll let you. And their energy. Oh, I'm all right. I'll be fine. I'll always be fine. If not, I'm lucky. My littlest is in New Jersey visiting her siblings. And if I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I'm a gypsy. I gotta camp out in my truck. That's why I got a truck. With, you know, that's why I got a Tahoe. If I gotta do that for a little bit, I have some people that I know that I could spend a night here, spend a night there kind of thing. But because there's roommates, you know how that whole thing works. But I'm not worried about that. But it's just like, you know, shit happens. But you still go through. But anyway. What was I saying? Son of a bitch. Oh, that other queen's energy was bad. Absolutely. I'm not worried about it. It's going to be fine. It's just going to bring me where I'm supposed to be. So unless they figure out and actually do what's karmically right, because I was supposed to be able to stay where I'm at through at least the end of September, then I'll end up going where I need to be, and then everybody gets their comeuppance. What goes around comes around, you know? So, that wasn't his mother, was it? No. The person, Yellow Wolf, the person that was on the live, their energy was really bad last night. It was really bad. It was very hard for me to stay on. If it was just if it was just that person, I would have jumped on and go, oh no, and jumped right back off. And that's one of those things that until they're ready to admit it and hear it, then I wouldn't be able to help. So I have to tell Lucy to follow Lucy's truth and what they're doing, and to make sure, no, just their energy, not even the drinking. I don't care about the drinking. In fact, when her husband came in, he had more of a calming energy on her, so her energy changed as soon as brought him in, but her energy on was so bad. So I have to warn against that, because unless the person decides to change their energy, I don't want that to affect your growth and your abundance. I want you to follow what you should be doing, Luce, and what you know you should be doing, and not worry about asking for an opinion. Just do you. And then maybe you can shift their energy a little bit. But their energy for me was very, very hard. Very hard energy for me. Okay. Mermaid muscles, what's going on? Who am I going to pick on? Who am I going to pick on? Who am I picking on? Miriam. No, Lucy's beginning to know that, but Lucy has such a kind spirited energy and is just standing in her own and becoming a powerful force to be recognized with, you know, she can't let anybody derail her. Sending all the love and healing in the world, Mama. We knew this was coming, baby. But you got to see her. You know, just hang in there. She's a tough fighter. Oh, what did Lucy say? You guys got to bring the calm to the crazy, Maggie. You and your sister should just be working on your dad and sending energy. How's your mom doing? I don't want you to have a public response. There is no public response, and I put it out there. Let me tell you something. Sometimes I'm really concerned because I'm so matter of fact that, you know, I'm going to get, like, somebody's going to show up and, like, you know, thank God I actually box and do Muay Thai and all that other fun stuff, and I know how to, because I'm always worried that someday somebody may just show up and go, this is what you told so-and-so to do, and I'd be like, well, do you have an issue? Because I did do a reading for somebody early today, and I absolutely loved their energy. And somebody that just is really following the right path and got over stopping worrying about what other people had to say about their choices in life and their path and where they should go. And then now they're dealing with another half who has to make some choices in their life. Now the thing is this, and it's very hard for some people, you guys know that I'll set it up, this is what's going to happen if you go down this path, this is what's going to happen if you go down that path. But if I think that there's a spirit that really needs to hear it, where I also almost want to take mama bear role, where I say no, because I looked at her and I said, if you were my child, this is what I would say to your partner. And I basically said, you need to tell your partner to grow up and get over it. And, you know, we went through the whole thing. My grammar, did I say something wrong? I might have, who knows. But, and it's hard for me because I know it's a very, very touchy subject when you're dealing with something, because the relationship, all the love in the world is there for both of them, for each other. But sometimes in your relationships, you do get to the point where one definitely is oil, and then one is that water that's healing and all-encompassing and takes the majority of the brunt of the abuse. And you have to understand the abuse isn't intentional. Like, I looked at her, I said, she's not doing what she's doing on purpose. It's a result of things that she's gone through. So she doesn't mean it, but she can't help it. And sometimes the pain and the anger comes out in such a way where the person who loves you most is the one who takes the brunt of it. And I looked, I said, now understand something. I'm telling you, and you know I know what you're dealing with and what you're going through. And if it was me and she was sitting next to you and I was doing a couples reading, I would look up at you and say, you need to stop now, because it's not fair to you. Because it's not you, the way you respond, and your insecurities now are direct actions to what they did. You're reacting to their actions, and you're human, and you can't blame them, because what they went through, they're trying to overcome things, and they're not open, and they hold everything in, so they have some work they need to do. But you're taking the brunt. So, and I said, and I don't mean to say this, because love is not the issue. But remember how I tell you guys, sometimes you can love each other so much, but it's just not enough if you're not willing to. Your other half is supposed to go through, but your sanctuary and listen. And I said, you can choose, because you love them, to stay and go through it, and then turn around and understand something. You just made a choice. You chose to do this, so you are not a victim. So I'm telling you, I'm acknowledging the type of abuse that you go through. I'm acknowledging that she isn't doing it intentionally, and you're acknowledging that. So your path personally, you're striving and you're doing well, and the move is going to be great, and we went off, or all of these things. I said, but this is the one thing that could hold you back. Now what I'm telling you to do is, by doing no harm, do what you need to do and try to work everything out. But if they do not come with you as far as being able to get on the same page where you guys are actually helping each other instead of harming each other, then unfortunately that's the time you have to let go. And I said, and if you have to let go, then guess what? You have to let go for at least 6 months and get your shit together, because it's okay for you to be on your own. And that's very hard, because then at that point, you know, I'm basically, I told them exactly what I felt that they should do, because I could see it so clearly. And they were too precious of a spirit to go through that. It's hard and it's a roller coaster, but I don't regret it for a second. No, yeah, no. I mean, you go through things for a reason and they make you who you are. Remember I said sometimes you're there for somebody else's lesson and sometimes you're there for that. But I'm talking a whole lot today. I really want Lucy to sing though. I do. Well, you have to love yourself to be able to love others in the way that they're meant to be loved and to have a happy life. If you don't love yourself or you sacrifice for other people, you end up resenting them. And then you end up being very unhappy. And then that affects everybody around you. So you have to be careful. Especially when you're the type of person where your life is like a revolving door. Okay. Let's see who I'm getting. I really want Lucy to sing, but that's okay. I'm going to try to get some. Lucy, you're doing so well. I'm just forcing you to get out of your comfort zone because I'm telling you, once you get moving, you're going to move quickly. You don't have to be in drag. Put a face mask on. What happens with the face mask? Put a face mask on. You know, put the wig on and put a face mask on. Well, let's put it that way, Tambourine. Sometimes you think people loved you, but we discussed quite a number of times your situation. Sometimes people love you the most they're able to love anybody. Okay? That they do love you the most they can, and you are in that situation. But the problem is they truly have issues with themselves. So what they're capable of usually falls really short, and they end up being extremely selfish. We already talked about your husband, Max, and what he goes through. This whole thing is affecting him huge. He misses the States, too. Really does. Really does. Bring a little bit of home to him. Bring a little bit of home to him. Music, food, you know, that kind of thing. Bring home to him. Put on a pair of like short jeans, tank top, you know what I'm saying? Put the music on that he loves. You know, that kind of thing. Bring a little bit of home to him. And I think that's really affecting. And things aren't going, you know, it's been rough. And it's hard for him because he's in the military. Bring him a little bit of home. Surprise him with a little bit of home. Because remember what I told you, when he gets into his moodiness, the way it affects you, how you respond to him, unfortunately, in that situation, you got to back him up a little bit. Because when he's not moody, you're able to talk to him and he does it for you. Yellow Wolf. This is where I'm going to be a brat, and I'm going to tell you this. I deserve to hear him sing on our Monday Night Live with our Monday Night family, because they're all not going to join, and because it's part of the work he's doing that he's been doing with me, and because I can be the princess every once in a while, and because I'm a brat, I want him to sing here. But I can set it up where he's in drag and he comes on and sings for us and talks about the changes he's been making in his life, in her life. Shame on me. Because let me tell you something, Lucy's got charisma and spice and sass, and then she has this whole air of innocence too that's underlying, so when she performs and even speaks, you just can't help but be drawn in. Hey JD. Yep, absolutely. Just make it fun for him, Maggie. Bring a little bit of home. So the stress is. And listen, really I want to make it a goal. Everybody on here, what is a positive thing that's happening right now for you? Something positive, not something negative. What is the good? Everybody has a silver lining. Shout out your silver linings. You know what I'm saying? And then dress in one of his favorite outfits that you wore when you used to go to barbecues or out or some bullshit like that when you were in the States. You know? Well, that's a given, So Divine. I mean, hopefully if she does this, you know, she pulls him out of that manic state he always gets in. I know you are, Tambourine, and I'm not. I start talking, you know, I get on my rants. You've been doing well. You really have. That one necklace, I think, is going to help you huge. Puppies are awesome. That was very brave of you, Chaz, and that was a smart. That was actually you had perfect timing with that, by the way, when you decided to do that with your mother. Awesome, you lost 10 pounds. I became a little bit of a chubby monkey. Oh yeah, no. You can't look like a babushka, especially if you're trying to make a baby. Are you crazy? And you're young still. Good, I'm glad you have. Oh, good, you're getting a puppy. And I love what you post, Mom. You post such amazing, I love seeing the babies and everybody and what's going on. And just keep loving on your mama. And she feels the love. It was really important that you guys saw her. Yeah, but we discussed you were stunted and bored too, So Divine, remember? I like when you guys have dreams and it's like, yeah, I told you. Yeah, I told you, remember? Okay, well, I'm waiting for him because I have a message for somebody. I have to see who it is, so I have to focus. I'm not necessarily ignoring you, but you know I'm focusing because when I got a message, I got to get it. Yellow Wolf, you're never alone. You're so funny. When people say that, you know better than that. You just tap into different dimensions. Let's just put that. You're multidimensional and you know it. Like I always say, I'm alone all the time, but I'm really not because I have friends on the other side that I talk to all the time. Colby, how did you do after our reading last week? Any changes? Did we do anything positive for ourselves? You really crack me up, Yellow Wolf. You do. And I really liked the hook. Yellow Wolf sent me a hook last night of his music, and I really liked it. I actually wanted to start up because I dance a lot. And I really wanted to start up and start dancing to that because you can really, you know, drums are huge. I know what you meant. I was just being facetious. And Tambourine could truly break free if she so chose to. But it's like almost like she would break free, and when she breaks free, she ain't looking back. You know, and Tambourine, you're all country. I love you, but you are all country. So you would just have that test where you would go up and you would just have your bag and just turn around and look and be like, I'm leaving. And it wouldn't matter what anybody was saying, chasing after you. You'd be like, I'm done now. So when you break free, you're going to break free. She's working on it though, Yellow Wolf. It takes time. Sometimes you have to she has to reprogram herself from the programming. She's got to redo her programming that was been done on her for so many years. So she's got to start telling herself the truth and no longer believe the lies. And that takes a little bit of time. And she's been doing the work and what she needed. And the fact that she's having a voice is huge. So it just takes a little bit of time. Unfortunately, it just can't be done overnight. Good. Oh, listen. Should I do the Venus retrograde alive? Should I do a live? Because we're in Venus retrograde right now. You know, the planets move in Venus retrograde. When did it go? When I think it went in, I don't know if it was May 13th or 16th and runs to June 24th, which is Venus in retrograde. Everything is about relationships right now. It's about either making them better and sexual awakenings and making babies or coming to terms with shit and saying, you know what, we got to move on and go kind of thing. So that's the energy that's going on right now. Nope, Pluto stays. You have to remember, some planets stay in retrograde longer than others. Pluto is in retrograde until October 4th. Venus just went into retrograde. I'm going to have to do a live on that. Venus just went into retrograde and she will be going out of retrograde in, when will it be? Like I said, I think it's June 24th or 25th. So I will turn, Kinsey, I know you got them going on. And yes, sexual awakenings is huge. You should be able to feel in yourself every day and feeling sexy every day. Everybody on here, I don't care how big you are, how little you are, what you look like. You should always be able to feel that confident in yourself because that's a feeling. Sensuality comes from within. and radiates out. You know what I'm saying? Is it your birthday? I think we should set a time where we could set you loose, Tifon. I think we should figure out. I have to work on that to see when I think you can break free, so you don't get yourself into trouble. I love the country, but that once that sass comes out, you're done. And I know you're used to taking care of people, and when you plant your plants, the roots grow deep, and it's very hard for you to let it go. But you're not bailing. Remember, you can be. I told you. Remember, you can be there for somebody, but not be with them anymore. But it's a different type of relationship. If you have sexual energy, I have to start doing Sensual Sundays again. I really do. I think this Sunday we'll do Sensual Sunday, guys, and I'm going to have it be open forum, and we get what you guys want to talk about, and then I think we have to start really how to tap into your sensuality, and how it grows into sexuality. Yeah, sweetie. So that's just where you're at, honey. You'll break free. And the funniest thing is you're going to know the exact right time. You're building your strength to be able to, and when you leave, you're going to be able to do this on your own 2 feet, and you won't have to look back, and it's going to be okay. So Tam, just hang in there. Wait. All right, hold on a minute. Hold on. All right, so y'all know I'm a trainer too, so I think I have to figure out the best time to do it. I'm going to help you guys with that, because I'm actually getting ready to start a fast. And not everybody can do one, or you can do one in a controlled way where I can help you. But it actually helps get all the toxins out of your system and reset your body. But there's different stages of fasting. And then you're able to go to a point where your body's just pulling on fat. But that's the fitness thing. Ooh, Eileen. Eileen, you could go on a mini fast. See, some of you, because I know Eileen and I've trained her, I know where her body's at, so I know how long she could do a fast. Whereas other people can go a little bit longer. It just basically depends on what you're dealing with on a physical level, as far as your body and your build, and also chemically what's going on within you. Luce is going to do it with me too. So I'll set up a time for that, but I think I'm going to do that in the mornings. You know, Eileen, we have to talk about that, because my instinct is saying you could do 14 days. And nobody go crazy when I say that, because it's a whole process. But I'm not going to talk about... Yeah, you're a little bit different. Tambourine, I would handle you with your diabetes a little bit different. But believe it or not, there's a couple of people I can refer you to as far as information on books to read that they actually specifically put diabetics on it. But it's a process we would have to go through for you. Sure, I got my eating habits. I got you. Okay, so I have a message for somebody. I have to see who it is. Soda's apple cider vinegar. Melanin is at 14. All right. I gotta see, because I have something for somebody. I'm bullshitting too much today. Yes, you can. It just depends on what phase of your fast you're at. And it depends what type of fast I have you do. Because I can actually reset your entire metabolism. And it depends on where you guys are at. Really, honestly, because everybody's individual. But I can do a different group, and we could do different phases. But you all can participate. Okay, same. Brooke should know a little bit about fasting, but you might know more about intermittent fasting, and not necessarily the phases of fasting. But I'll do a live that just discussed that. That's not what tonight's about. We're just bullshitting and stuff in general, because I wanted Lucy to sing so bad. Notice I keep going back to that. Okay. Tablespoon apple cider vinegar. Definitely in the morning you can cut with a little bit of water. You can do it twice a day, but once a day a tablespoon is fine. In the morning when you wake up, you should also drink a little bit of lemon and warm water to get your metabolism going. Okay. Because you don't sleep well enough. You travel when you sleep, Miriam. You have a lot of dreams. All right, we're not talking fitness here right now, although, so we're going to start that because that's the other phase. We're going to add that to our little thing. You're booked in my show for next Monday? Okay. You're so funny, Luz. Where's Courtney? Courtney, you have to send me the information because Courtney's doing a live with me on Saturday night. All right, I'm waiting for the person because I got something for somebody. I have to see when they come on. It's just where her dreams take her. She focuses too much on her past that she needs to let go of, and then it brings fear into her present. No, you've been running in a couple of your dreams, Miriam, that I'm getting. I love this so much. All right, love to you too. All right, I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm just waiting. I have to see if I have the message for somebody else because I have something specifically. I just have to see. This is connected though. Focus on her before you go to sleep at night. Tambourine. You would burn Nag Champa before you go to bed at night. Just focus on your mother or a special place that you went with her. Hey Jake. And she should start coming to you. But you have to focus just on her. Do you really want to know the first thing that came to my mind? Which is, hey, drums and heart. Oh, it's for you. Drums and heart. I have a message for you, so don't jump off. It was you. Interesting, and I haven't talked to you in a minute. He was an asshole. There's nothing which you can tell your sister that he isn't worth her thinking about anymore. Honestly. The best thing she did was exes are exes for a reason. And she's okay. I know you love her so much. It's too bad that you're not closer to her. He just was an asshole. Like right when you said it, immediately in my brain I saw the word asshole. He was an asshole. So he suffered the human condition. And because of how, and you have to remember, a narcissist preys upon the most precious blessings of human souls. So if you're with a narcissist, it shows you how amazing you truly are, and they've taken your power away for her, right away from you. And that should alone say, okay, I'm worth it. I need to get away. Because narcissists have a way of controlling and breaking you down to when you feel like you're nothing. And then drawing you in just for a little bit to make you think you're something, and they're so sorry and they're not. So, it did hurt her. It's very hard to recover from a narcissist, and a fear is built into somebody that was with them and fought that battle for long periods of times, and it takes a while for them to heal. And he's got to suffer his own existence, and it's going to come back on him. Everybody gets their comeuppance, and he's going to... No, I understand that. It's going to be fine. With the divorce, though, he's not giving up easy, and he's going to push. She needs to stay her course, and she needs to be smart about it. Yellow Wolf, she needs to be very, very smart about it, because he's a sneaky bastard. So she can't give on the thing. She already knows that she's already given up enough. She doesn't have to give any more. But the best thing is she's away, and that's what matters. And she's got to be strong enough to really fight for what she wants too. No, he was actually not like your ex. Not even close to the way your ex was, Tifon. Like his sister's ex, he was like almost evil. Almost evil. I mean, just evil by his very nature. But she's going to be okay. Just be. I just wish you guys were closer. Like, because isn't she far away from you, Yellow Wolf? Okay. He's just nasty. He was just a nasty, and he's not sorry either, because narcissists, it's impossible for them to truly be sorry. They're really like the perfect sociopath in a way. Okay. All right, hold on. I'm going back. Where is he? Where is he? Is he still here? Drums and Heart, are you still here? Yeah, I almost wish, it's almost like there needs to be a trip. There needs to be just like a, you know, a time where you guys just can kind of just hang out together. You need each other. Okay. Yellow Wolf. Not Yellow Wolf. Drums and Heart. Stop fighting a battle you can't win. You're supposed to move away from that difficult situation that you're dealing with right now. It's not going to go anywhere. You're not going to affect a change. So stop trying. In fact, it's time for you to start facing some truths and dealing with it. And knowing that you don't have a choice. It's time. And you have to start making your path and making your way through it. But you have to move away from a difficult situation. You have to make a decision to do this. Otherwise, you're going to get stuck and drawn down further than you're already in. Because it's time for you to plant a new seed. Start a new template. It's a new beginning. And you can change direction. It's not a beginning. Hi, Mikey, let's change direction. Okay? And then you need to stand and hold your power. Stop being such a pushover. Stop being all accommodating to people that don't deserve it. It's okay for you to stand up and go, I don't think so. I'm done. And actually, if you say you're done, you need to be done. If that makes sense to you. Because a shift is going to happen. You really need to stand up. Defend what's dear to you. And take action. So you're supposed to really effectively be doing this right now. Good night, Colby. So move away from that situation. Defend what's dear to you. Take the action that you need to. And it's time. And it's a couple years coming. It's about 4 years coming. This is about 4 years coming. Okay. So that was the message I had directly for you. This was a weird live tonight, guys. It's like almost like I had to give a message, but then, I don't know. Enjoy your book, Holbs. You should just do it. That's so funny. I told Lucy that too. Did that make sense to you? Good night, Night Sconberg. Did that make sense to you, Drums and Heart? And I haven't talked to you in like forever. And I'm very upset that I don't think Soulsational is going to happen this summer either. We are anything and everything but basic. I like hearing that. I really do. Oh, anybody, don't forget, we're starting the new series for meditations on Tuesday and Wednesday nights. And for people who are just starting, we have the Thursday night meditations, and for any makeups. So if you missed one of those, let me know, and then we'll make it up. Thank you. I did it by myself. See, I don't need my daughter. I just give my daughter confidence and let her do my makeup when she's around. And thank you. I appreciate that. Night, Tambourine. Love you, lady. I love all yous. Just so you know. I'm actually going to be doing a live with Jim Lanahan and friends next Wednesday night at 6 o'clock. He starts. You should give him a follow. He's a producer and an actor and a writer and all that other fun stuff. And he's under Jim Lanahan on Instagram. And every Monday and Wednesday night he has a show called Jim Lanahan Friends. And he talks to different performers and entertainers and peoples. And asks us all like 10 questions and we answer them. And we go on for about a half hour. So I'm doing that next Wednesday night. Oh, I hope so we can do. I like Southern California. Then they're opening everything up. I just have to figure out where I'm going to be if I can't stay where I'm at. Because I don't want to leave Southern California. But you know we're going to get kicked off in like 26 seconds, guys. 22. 20. but I'll come back on for a little bit. Hi, Big Whitmore. All right, keep going. It's going to click out, but I am coming back on because we've been on for an hour, and I don't want to start something and not finish because that's just not nice to do. And you guys know that.